I'm going to show you how to start off here with your first cleaning session. What you would do is you lift this simple lid here, then you lift the little handle and you take out the little tank, and then it just sits quite solidly on your counter, which I really like. It's not going to fall over and spill everywhere. And you would twist this off. Now, I measured out the packets that they gave us of the sample cleaners they gave us. It's about 2 ounces, so I measured that, and it's about the exact measurement of this little shot glass I found at Dollar Tree. So I find it's much easier to pour into the shot glass and then into there, and I don't have to worry about spilling. Then you would simply just fill the rest of the way up with water. Put this little cap back on here, put this back in your M6, and close the lid. Then at this point, you could either just sit this on the floor and press clean, or later, once you've mapped out rooms, then you could say and connected it to your smart device, then you could say either your Google or your Alexa, whatever you have, tell it to clean X room, or tell it to do a full cleaning, or clean for X amount of time. So really pretty cool that it can do that. But yeah, what we're cleaning today is my ferret's room, so I'm going to carry it in there and set it down and get it cleaning. This is Poppy the Moppy, as I call her, and she's currently working on my ferret's room, which is the first time I've had her in here. I keep this room pretty clean with my robotic vacuum, but this is the first, and I steam out, but this is the first time I've had her come in here. So I just want to show you how she backs up and squirts the liquid. So it's kind of cool. She doesn't, you're never going to have her like squirting liquid on your door or your curtains, because she goes up and she always backs up a bit, which is nice. I like the way she overlaps, and she really goes over everything more than once, and just does, instead of just doing like a big long strip and then going back maybe half over, she's just a little tiny bit more over. So she's really going over the surface. It'll probably take her a full hour to clean this whole room, but you see how thorough she is, going right up to the baseboards. So really cool. I'm going to come back in here afterwards and I will add to this video so you can see the final result. You can see there's some kind of dustiness to the floor there. It's cleaned up, but just kind of, I think it's just, I get a bit of dustiness from the wood stove pellets that I use for litter, and even if I clean the floors, you still kind of get that haze. So having her mop is really nice. So we shall see how she does, but looks good so far. I really love this mop. It's great, especially a day like today where I'm sick. I don't feel like mopping, so to just set her up in here, pretty cool. Are all done. She covered every bit of the floor. Really cool. It looks so much nicer than it was before. Remember that kind of messy looking area here? It looks much better. And the ferrets are very happy that their room is nice and tidy. To do when she's done with a mopping session, when she's done a whole room like that, and you know she's got a pretty dirty pad, is I will slide off the dirty pad before putting her back on the charging station. I just think it's kind of gross for her to sit there with the dirty mop pad, and I wouldn't want to remop another room with that dirty pad. So it's better, so you don't forget, is just to take it off, and you just simply rinse it under your, I haven't really rinsed it that well yet, but you're going to rinse it here under your tap. You can even put a little dish soap, whatever. You can throw these in the wash of her too. Just let that one sit to the side to dry out, and then you're going to slide on another one. You can buy a set of these. I think it was a set of 6 of them maybe. They weren't that expensive, and they simply slide in here. As you can see, I can do it with just one hand. Slides right in there. Perfect. Then what I do is I put her back on the ground, and I will let her go back to her charging station. And I think it's so cool the way this one has, unlike other RoboVacs, and I'm purposely putting her backwards so she's got to turn around just to show you. But the way it has those little buffer things on the side there, it's much easier for her to dock herself. And as you can see, she's turning herself around. She's getting ready to pivot around. But my other, my Oofy RoboVac, she tends to, or he's a boy. This is Poppy, Oofy is Oofy. But anyway, he tends to get caught up sometimes on his charging station, kind of bumps it out of the way. This one sits much more secure against the wall, and the way it's got those little buffers to guide her right in. She's got a little eye that she can see where she's going, and will dock herself. and then gives you that cute little tone. But yeah, this is a really cool robotic mop. I really love it, and I'm so glad I got it. And on days like today where I'm sick and I really don't want to be pushing a mop around, it's so cool to just, I stuck the mop in the ferret's room, just forgot about it, and I think it was only like 40 minutes later, the app says she's done, and I go in there and the room's all clean. So really cool. Definitely recommend this.